welcome to Season 1, Episode 18 of Pro Wrestling's Top 50. I'm your host, Travis McNeil, and today we continue our countdown of the top 50 matches of 2020 with match number 33 on our list, which is the NXT Women's Championship match between the champion Io Shirai and the challenger Rhea Ripley from the November 18th episode of NXT television. This match was a phenomenal TV bout, maybe the best that WWE did in any capacity all year. It smartly told a good story of power versus speed, which I always love. I love that David and Goliath sort of match. Rhea played a subtle heel throughout the match. It almost felt like this was maybe going to be kind of like a farewell to her from NXT, which as of the time of this video recording is not the case. She's still there, but that's kind of how it felt at the time. She is phenomenal, and I think probably the best WWE, I'll say fully developed wrestler that they've had in many years through the NXT system. Prior to her, getting signed, I hadn't heard of her. It's not like a lot of the other wrestlers that they bring in now, where they come from the indies and they have that background and that name already. But she's absolutely phenomenal. She has so much physical charisma in everything that she does. She really understands, in wrestling they talk about playing to the back of the room. And that's something that she does in this match. She's just so good at doing almost over-exaggerated gestures and movements to put over, Io's speed and her moveset. But she does it in a way where it doesn't come across comical, which often that can do. And it's just really a testament to how good she is. This match is great. They do incredible counter sequences all through the match. I find that WWE matches tend to fall into a little bit of a pattern, and you often get that slowdown where somebody, decides to work over a body, right, or a body part, or, whatever the case may be. You get that rest period. This match didn't have that. Even though Shirai worked over Rhea's arm throughout, there was never any slowdown to it. Everything was still worked at a good clip and a really brisk pace. Poor Rhea Ripley's, she's got the spacer in her ear that got ripped in this match, and there was blood all over the place from it, which kind of created a cool visual to add into the contest. Again, Rhea, again, just with great facial expressions, selling her arm while it was getting worked over. There's a point where she gets thrown, shoulder first into the ring steps, that she does a great job, grimacing and screaming and making it look like it's, deathly painful. Everything that she does in this match too. I know I've been talking, more about Ripley than Shirai, but it's for good reason, because all of her offense looks great too. She does a set of cravat knees, which just look brutal, and she kind of ragdolls Shirai while she uses them. And that's not to discredit Io Shirai in any way, though. She's fantastic in this match. She does so many things that you are not used to seeing, from a lot of the women wrestlers in the WWE. There's a point where Rhea hits a big lariat, and she does, the flip bump, basically doing like a shooting star press off of it. That looked incredible. Just, flying double stomps and all of this really quick pace stuff. They do a good job, building up Ripley's Riptide finisher. At one point, Io counters it into like a rolling cross arm breaker for, a close tap out. She counters it into a DDT at another point, which looked awesome. Rhea has basically like she does a condo clutch, right? Like an inverted Texas cloverleaf, but she turns it into an airplane spin, which just the amount of control that it takes from both of those women to be able to pull a move like that off is incredibly impressive. It looked great. The finish of this match is quite possibly my favorite finish all year. WWE gets a lot of rightful criticism for their shooting style. Lots of quick camera cuts and things like that nobody is a fan of, and I don't know why they continue to use it, but they did a really good job here. So Io Shirai does a sunset flip powerbomb off the ring apron, but rather than splatting Ripley on the ground, she walks her a couple of steps and actually power bombs her through the announcer's table, which looked awesome and was really unexpected. You don't see a lot of stuff like that, not only in women's matches, but in NXT in general. So it was really unexpected and cool. They did a really good, build up to Rhea just beating the count in, so that the finish wasn't a count out. But what was awesome is as soon as she got in the ring to break the 10 count, Io Shirai came flying from out of picture range and hit her with a moonsault. Which again was really cool, really different for WWE. It was wild. You didn't know she was on the top rope, and that was the finish. And it came across as really legitimate, really cool, and really unexpected and surprising. My hat goes off to both of these women and to WWE for painting the match the way they did and it not fitting that formula, like I said, that so many of their matches fall into. Of course, this match can be seen on the WWE Network. If you haven't already, I ask that you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, like and comment the video, and let me know what you thought. Follow on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestling50. As always, we'll see you again tomorrow as we continue to count down Pro Wrestling's Top 50.